Welcome back to Supers Live. What an interview there with Tom Button of GridFinder.com. Just a cool dude, man. Neat to have him on our broadcast here. And while you may not think, you're thinking, what does a guy who wanted to start running in an F1 league have anything to do with American paved oval short track racing? Well, I got news for you, man. There's a lot of guys that like to do lots of different types of racing, including iRacing, set a Corsa, and you know what? We never tell anybody. Don't we? In fact, encourage our drivers to go and race different forms of racing, not just turning left all the time, but left and right, and enjoying themselves, man. That's what it's about, and making new friends. And certainly, you're going to be able to do that through Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid at grid-finder.com. Well, if you're just joining us, we are in the middle of a broadcast now for the 16th annual Jim Shampine Memorial at Oswego Speedway. This race is run to honor and remember the father of modern supermodified design. Jim Shampine was a 7-time Oswego Speedway champion. He won more features at Oswego Speedway than any other driver at 87. He has had 3 Oswego Speedway International Classic 200s to his name. In 1980, Shampine led all 200 laps of the storied race that many consider the Indy 500 Supermodified racing. That's a record that still stands today. They call it the Indy of the East, and the 200 is their Indy 500. While not as prolific outside of his home track as some others that raced at Oswego, the Pine, as he was affectionately known, mastered the tight quarter-mile confines of Star Speedway well enough to claim victory in the Star Speedway International Classic 200 twice. And after Oswego banned his radical offset rear-engine Supermodified for fear of driving the cost of racing the Supermodifieds too high, Shampine says, okay, I'll just go race somewhere else. He took his dirt sprint car, and he won there as well. Shampine was a founding partner of the International Supermodified Association in 1974 and was the 1977 champion of that sanctioning body that continues today. He is rightfully known as the father of the modern radical offset Supermodified. Prior to his death in 1982 and the modified 200 at Oswego Speedway, Shampine's legacy was already well established, and to this day it continues on as one of the most storied and talked about in all motorsports circles across the country. You can learn more about Jim Shampine on our website or go to retrorockets.org or jakesite.com where you can learn about the great Jim Shampine. Also on our Real Super Modified playlist featuring a lot of Jim Shampine videos right now.